The next menu after settings is the vent settings menu. Let's explore that. If you go into the vent settings, you will see mouth open. And mouth open is a default of 98, but you can change the setting by first selecting it and watching the character and changing the mouth. You can change how open it is. So I'm going to close it down to, this is the mouth open setting of 21. Obviously that's not enough. 98 is the default, but I'll show you, you can range it up to 100. So I'll bring it down a little bit and save that. Now let's go to mouth closed position. This is default at a 45. Right now we have an opportunity to select it again and we can change it, and you don't want the latex to touch really. It's ideal that it doesn't touch so that it doesn't stick together over time. So you can save it at a setting that works for you. The bottom of the toucan mouth has wire in it, so you can bend that tip down away from the top beak so that they don't touch. So if you find that it's touching, bend it downward away. That way you can get the mouth can close without the tips touching as much. The next feature is head turn stop left, and that adjusts how far left the character's head turns during vent mode. The next is head turn stop right, and that adjusts the other position for the maximum right that the character in vent mode can work by pushing the right fob button. Head turn rate is the speed of the head turn from the buttons. And let's take a look at that. Hi, this is my head turn rate at 20. Yep, that's it. 20. And this is my head turn rate at 50. But remember, 20 is the default. The next feature of our vent settings menu is called Vent Motion 1. This is a new feature, and it allows for a motion similar to Auto Alive to control the body, but it can be an extremely different motion. So I'm going to assign one called Vent Motion Dance to our Vent Motion 1. That can be then assigned to a button on your vent fob, and then you can control the body movements, taking it out of Auto Alive and putting it into a vent motion. Vent motion is unique in that it only plays one time and then returns to Auto Alive. You can also bail out of it and go back to Auto Alive at any time. We'll show you this feature in a little bit. The next one is Vent Motion 2, and that can be assigned to a different vent motion. I'm going to put this one on Vent Motion Scared. The next command is Sleep Position, and this is an assignable position that you can program in, but right now it is that he just freezes, so he is a sleep position that you can use from the default of the center button on your fob, but it's reassignable. The next feature is the sleep speed, and that's how quickly it goes to that position that's stored in the sleep. By default, it just freezes, so you can change the speed. Now we'll exit the vent settings and go to our fob settings menu. Let's select the fob menu to go explore it. The first feature is Pair Fob Command, and we showed you how to pair your fob in another video. To clear the pairing of the fob, you would push this one, and you may not ever have to do that. This is the fob Power Up mode, and you can select which mode you want your fob to be powered up in when this magic box it powers up, it'll either be in vent or in magic mode. So here is where it will power up. Right now we have it set to vent mode. If we wanted it set to magic mode, we would select magic. Now understand that the mode, or the power up mode, only has to do with the settings of the fob. That means the functions that the fob will do. It doesn't have anything to do with the character, just what the fob will do. The next feature is the button assignments on the fob. And each one of these can have a different function assigned to the fob through the menu. So you'll notice that it says magic, and it's soon going to change to vent. But we'll go through the magic functions first. Magic button top is this button. Magic button left is this button. Magic button middle is the center button. Magic button right is the right button. Magic button bottom is the bottom button here. The next one is vent. And it's the same fob, but in the vent mode. So your fob can be either magic or vent, of course. So this is how you assign the two different modes. So vent button top, vent button left, vent button middle, vent button right, and the vent button bottom. Now, right now, the default setting for the bottom button is the auto alive, to turn on the auto alive. I'm going to change that by selecting this, and we're going to select the vent motion 1, vent motion sequence 1. And I'm going to select that and assign that to the bottom button. I'm also going to go to the middle button on the fob in vent mode, and I'm going to change that. The default is sleep. I'm going to change that to vent motion sequence 2. And I'll be able to play those now for you and show you how those work. So let's exit the fob menu, and I'll give you a demonstration of vent motion. First of all, you can see that he has auto alive on right now. But if I push the bottom button, remember we assigned the bottom button to vent motion 1. I'm going to push it now and watch. His body motion is controlled by the animation control system, and he will go into vent motion 1, which was the dance. Watch this. Isn't that cool? So he's now dancing, and you can control the mouth and the head turn. Oh, I love to dance. I love to dance. Oh, dance, 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 dance. Okay, stop. And then to stop, you push the button again. And now he goes back to regular auto alive. Oh, that's really cool. Yes, it is really cool. Now the middle button, remember we assigned it to the vent motion 2 sequence, which was scared. So when I push this middle button, he will begin to do a scared routine. How are you going to do that? Well, watch this. 1, 2, 3, boo! Oh, oh, oh man, oh, what are you doing? And you can turn the head still in that mode. Oh, you scared me. So you see his nervous twitching that he's doing with his wings and his body. And you can still turn the head, and you can still talk the mouth. Hello, oh man, oh that was so scary. Oh. And then to exit the scared and return to regular auto alive, you push the middle button again. So now he's back into auto alive. Are you all relaxed? Oh, oh yeah. Breathe deep. Oh, oh, oh. And then you can go back into dance mode. Oh, I love to dance. Oh, I love to dance. I love to dance. And you can turn off the dance by pushing the bottom sequence 1 button again. And you're back into auto alive. Now remember, these don't have to be vent sequence 1 and vent sequence 2 assigned to these buttons. You can assign all of the buttons how you'd like. Now after the fob menu, there is the diagnostics menu, and that is for our tech support team to help you with. Don't mess around with that one on your own. This is reset defaults command. So you might have played around and everything and got it all messed up. You can just push this and it'll go back to the factory settings. It'll store your character and your auto alive and then return to the main menu. Now, one more thing about the Magic Box. You can change the mode that it's in on the fly from vent mode to magic mode by pressing and holding the center button like this. Now it's in magic mode, and the fob will no longer control your vent character. Instead, it will control, in magic mode, the MP3 player that controls the magic tracks that play into your character when he's in magic mode. So that's our system, and we'll explore magic mode in another video.